Hello, welcome to Shittywebcomics Weekly. We're demons to some, angels to others. Brought to you by our Subscribe Star backers. Become PayPig. Give us money. Don't not
Donate to
give us
Scenes of the
money.
Mind of God.
You
So
will,
that having been said, we need to repeat ourselves, apparently.
yeah, and also, if you get upset about us pointing out that you should give us money and become PayPig, you are genetically inferior and you're gay, which
Your punishment
those
is
go
to
hand
give
in
us
hand.
money.
Yes.
You are obligated to give us money.
And
But yeah, no,
therefore,
we just found out that apparently some people, one of our videos just went nuclear.
well, not really. It's really doing some numbers. 500 views. Wow.
500 views, but that was in a day. That was in one day, so
Well,
that
no, it was
that
over the
means
course
something.
of like fucking 3 or 4 days.
Well, whatever. I mean, it was the most recent weekly.
I don't care. It's not
No,
even important though.
no.
It's like if it either found its way into the algorithm or somehow the topic in question got people pissed off. And the funny thing
I
is,
don't know.
it was
What
about
was
Noel
it?
Stevenson, so most likely it was
Okay. Yeah.
Noel Stevenson fans. And this
Yeah.
brings up an
Or
important
herself.
question. What is the difference between a Noel Stevenson fan and a Comicsgate fan and a fan of, any of the other things, of anything that we've ever criticized? And the
Rip
answer
Verse,
is nothing.
Iron Age. Oh, but wait, those are supposed to be right wing propaganda.
Yeah,
Wing
CG,
right
yeah,
wing properties.
CG or NV or fucking Nimona or whatever the fuck, or even House MD, perhaps, any of those things where they're just pissed off that we shilled for our Subscribe Star. They refer to it as panhandling, which is incorrect, of course, because if it was actually panhandling, they wouldn't know what it was, and therefore they would probably don't. That's
Yeah, if
another
there's one
ironic
way
thing
to
is
define
they're
panhandling,
always donating to internet panhandlers and then complain when people
yeah,
who actually deserve the money
yeah,
simply
I've
point it
never
out.
seen that before, where somebody was like, I disapprove of pan. The only people who do that are us. We
Yes.
don't. We put our money where our mouth is,
Yeah,
and we
morally
don't
correct.
donate to
That's the thing
somebody
is that
unless they've earned our trust first.
we've proven our moral justification where everyone else has disproven their moral justification and proven on accident their immorality. So, because of that, you should donate to our Subscribe Star. And that's why this week on Shitty Webcomics Weekly, we're not going to talk about anything except why you either should become PayPig or else you're a bad person. And
Yeah,
therefore,
we're also just gonna
good
we're going
episode.
to rub it in the faces of everybody else. All
Yes.
these people who hate us because we're legitimate and honest, and they follow somebody who isn't,
We
and they know
stick
it,
it
and they cannot stand that.
we stick it in your face and let you smell what we consider wrong, which is, a
Which
good
is for
change.
sure what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and we are correct to do that.
That's the point of that song.
Yeah. It was the entire point. That's the real message of Hey Man, Nice Shot by Filter. My two favorite bands, Filter and The Refreshments. Shut up. That's actually a reference to a much better band, Anal Cunt, which I think was bonus track number 3 or something. It's just like fucking. I think one of his girlfriend or something is like doing a radio announcement. Ah, wonderful. That's certainly more important than talking about comics, but
Comics
not more
do.
important than talking about where you should go to give us money, especially because we can't be monetized on YouTube. All
So
these
much for
other
that
people can be
panhandling. That's
monetized,
the
and they're
thing
like,
is, if you're accusing us of panhandling, you're just wrong. You
well,
don't know.
yeah,
You don't
again,
understand what the word.
people who say that are fans of people who are constantly getting, internet welfare. If you're monetized on YouTube, you're
Yes.
not just on internet welfare, you're cutting that money back to the woke mob, especially if you're pretending to be against the woke
Well, I mean,
mob.
actually, that's the best part. Is if you're a right winger and you're a big YouTuber, you're cutting 30% or more of your money
Yeah,
with a
30
woke
to
mob. If you're
50%.
with a woke mob, you are cutting 30% of all your money to a giant mega corporation, a capitalist nightmare.
If you're a bread tuber, your money is going to the capitalist system. If you're a right-winger, your money is going towards the leftist fucking brainwashing.
And let's also face it, the right is correct on this and the left is wrong. The left is technically correct.
Well, also, at the same time, the right-wing YouTubers aren't actually right-wingers. They're people who are pretending to be right-wingers, and then when it comes to stuff like the H-1B visas, they're like, yes, we should import 1 million Indians to the country, and there should be no white people left. White people don't do, all that kind of stuff. They're not fucking... All the people who are like, oh, Star Wars went woke. Those people are still leftists. The people saying that are still leftists. They're just telling you that they're not. And you're dumb enough to fall for it.
You're seriously going to sit there and believe
you're
it?
Especially susceptible to propaganda, and we are immune. We're the only people who are actually immune to propaganda. So again, if you want to find out the immunity to propaganda, if you want to try and absorb it, actually, you should become pig.
You gotta donate to us because we're not just immune. We are actually like the cure.
This is probably the most important video on YouTube right now.
Destroying the propaganda.
This video right now is the most important one on YouTube because everyone else saying this is fake. Everyone else fucking pretending to be like us, they're fake and they're doing it for money through doing it through YouTube, which means they're making money for YouTube. They're basically YouTube employees. They're Google employees without, admitting it, without being honest about it.
When they're big enough, they actually get like a controller from YouTube who works with them on their content.
Yeah, they get handlers. They actually have handlers at YouTube who communicate with them. How much more cucked and paused can you be?
Has that. All these people, there's going to be people who's like, oh, Razorfist he's real. He's
that was wrong. Another thing is, we had a bunch of angry Razorfist fans show up too, being like, Razorfist is a great man. You're a rapist, probably. You probably, which is, by the way, the same thing that Nick Rekieta fans said. Guess what, Razorfist fans, you're the same as Nick Rekieta fans, and you're defending someone who is the same as Nick Rekieta. And the people who know that best are us, the people who were right about Rekieta years ago, who knew more than Kiwi Farms did about Nick Rekieta, and we were proven right and vindicated. You won't be. We will be. Again, by the way, as we already were, and we will be again and again and again. And more people are waking up to it too, also. So
I don't know if we have to explain who Razorfist or Nick Rekieta are.
No.
I always have the feeling there's going to be somebody out there who's like, I have no idea who you're talking about. It's like, fine.
And they say it in that voice too.
Yeah, they say it in that retard voice because you'd almost think that they're just lying to defend these people.
Yeah, that's usually... If somebody actually doesn't know who Nick Rekieta and Razorfist are, you're probably lucky, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm not begrudging somebody who doesn't. The point is not to make fun of somebody who doesn't know who either of them are. You shouldn't know who either of them are. But what I really resent is somebody who doesn't know who they are, but supports them anyway.
Yeah, and gets upset about it over the internet. As we called it, mad at the internet. And other people, of course, start taking it. As they always do, other people take what we say.
The term we coined and then graciously allowed others to use for themselves.
Graciously accepted. Oh, what is that? What does that mean?
I mean, the mad online emoji on our Discord is older than the mad at the internet site or channel.
Which, by the way, you're welcome. Cheese K-word.
K-word farms.
I mean Josh Moon. Oops, did I call him something else that's more accurate, and a more accurate description of him? But
yes,
anyway.
you did. You did.
I did. So anyways, donate to our Subscribe Star because of all of those things we just said.
Donate to our Subscribe Star and stop not subscribing to our Subscribe Star.
You're wrong to not do it. You're a bad person.
Oh no! If you even say we
you're
just
in the
did
dark.
A whole show about donating to ourselves, but if you apparently this is going to really piss people off.
Yeah, inshallah, big to extra big ass inshallah. Now with more molecules. Yeah, 100% of this episode is about internet panhandling, and we're going to keep doing it. What,
Yeah,
did
you
did
don't
you
like
think you were
internet
going to stop us
panhandling?
from doing it? You're wrong. As
Did you want us
always,
to
you're
not
wrong
do
and we're
more
right.
internet panhandling? Because bad news for you, we're about to.
We continue to be always right, and all of you out there
You
who
say you don't believe in internet panhandling? Well, guess what? You're in one.
yes. And by the
You're
way,
in an
also,
internet
you're the one
pan.
who came here. You came to us. We didn't come
Yep.
to you. We didn't even tell.
What
That's
are
the
you
thing. We don't
doing
shill
here?
our videos. We don't promote them. We don't do anything. And yet you find yourselves on your knees in front of us,
Begging
crying,
for your lives.
just begging for daddy's cummies and your lives. Piss cum. You've been busting your ass
Yeah, there's
20
a lot
hours
of
a week
people
at the
out there.
piss cummery.
We've been accused. It's surprising how many times
Falsely
we've been
accused, as
accused
always.
of monetizing our channel.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious.
And they're
Again,
wrong every single time.
everyone
They've
else is
always been
constantly wrong
They're
about it.
continuing to be wrong.
It's the same way that they were wrong about, again, like Nick Rekieta. They were all wrong. We were right. And now everyone else finally caught up to
At
how
the
we
same
were right
time,
all
though,
along about it.
I don't know if I can blame them. I do blame them. They're stupid, but also at the same time, who would do that? Who would just care so much about the truth and reality and helping
And personal
others
experience.
that they wouldn't monetize their YouTube channel
Yeah.
where they spend all their time in their videos doing just that?
Yes.
Trying to actually get the word out about dangerous scammers who are also bad people that abuse children.
A very interesting point is the standard for morality right now is 0. Nobody has a standard for morality. And we are the sole exceptions, but it's like we are literally 1 in 8,
And that's
9
not
billion.
This is not a subjective number either. It is 0 because there are multiple degrees
Yes.
below 0 that we're at right now. We're just at 0. We should be above
most.
this.
Most other
at.
people are millions of times beneath 0 for the standard of morality. There are unironically many drug addicts and child abusers, and again, we mean aside from people like Rekieta, there are many in the anti-woke sphere, all of that stuff, any middle radical centrist bread tubers that are child abusers, drug addicts, all that kind of shit, who are celebrated as moral exemplars right this second. And the thing is, they're very blatant, but all of the rest of you are not going to be honest about that because you're not capable of it. Our followers, our enjoyers, our weakest enjoyers, who are always stronger than the strongest fans of other YouTubers, they know. They keep up with us, so they actually are in the loop with what's really going on. And objective morality, the correct morality, which is the only true morality, of course.
Morality and common experience.
Or reality and personal experience.
Personal experience.
Yes. So anyways, yeah, if you want to keep up and if you want to actually be a moral person, only $5 on our Subscribe Star by Grapthar's Hammer. What a savings.
They say that you can't buy happiness. You absolutely can.
You can certainly buy moral superiority. You can, they say, about legislating morality. You don't have to legislate morality. $5 a month on our Subscribe Star. That's better than legislating it. So,
yeah.
As always,
smarter, writer, more moral.
For everyone else, though, should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.